got to slap upside the head.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know. I never really had, like, I was always thankful for my gifts, you know?
Oh, yeah,
but
me
the one
too, definitely. We love the keyboard, but looking back on it now,
yeah,
it was
looking
pretty
at
crappy.
I never played with it. My mom, I told her I wanted drums. I wanted to get drums. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I want some drums, Mom. And well, she got me the electric one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like little bitty circles.
Yeah.
Little bitty circles. And I'm like, fuck. And I'll be sitting there like going hard for a minute, and I get out of rhythm and hit the plastic and shit. And I'm like, motherfuckers, it sounds like shit. Well, I wasn't electronic guy, so I didn't know how to like do the recordings on there at the beginning and shit. And I didn't like reading
Change all the synthesize everything and all that kind of stuff.
I didn't know how to do that, so that was probably the one gift that I didn't like the most. It just wasn't real dumb, no it was.
And we were talking about BMX a minute ago, and yesterday on our show we were talking about the Hutch, and the GT Dyno. And how can we talk about a badass old school bike? Did you ever hear of a bike called the PK Ripper?
A PK Ripper?
PK Ripper was probably before your time. But,
yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure.
But I think, hey, if you watched the Fantasy Factory, Deerdeck bought a white one with red. It was like a badass bicycle from his past that he wanted to. They still make them today. They're about $2,000. Yeah.
With the plastic rims.
Yes.
Yeah.
White.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what else you got going on today.
Man, okay. Route 66 sign. You know that sign?
Yes.
Well, it started in Chicago and made its way through 8 states until reaching LA.
Right.
Okay. That's a little fun fact that I thought I'd throw out there.
Yeah, that was the old way to get from coast to coast before.
You know the Slinky?
Yes.
Was made in 1943.
Wow. That was when my dad was 1 year old.
It's still the world's most favorite toy. Did you know that? Hell yeah.
Wow.
In the kids world, it's the most favorite toy.
You think about it, man. Now I guess they make a plastic Slinky, but whenever we would get a metal Slinky, the stainless steel one, it wouldn't last very long with 6 kids, dude.
No.
One kid would take off that way, and one kid would take off that way, and end up being a big wired-up mess. In Pop's lawnmower, wrapped up in there.
And once they get wrapped up, it is hard as fuck to get them unwrapped.
Oh, once they got a kink in them, they're done. That's why Slinky's been in business. That's what I'm saying. They don't have a very long longevity in the plastic ones.
But they sold conjillion, though, dude.
Definitely.
I heard that word today, conjillion, on TV. And I was like, holy shit, that's a big word. The G.I. Joes.
You know what they say? We are the Slinky of podcasts.
Yeah. The G.I. Joes turned into a $1.3 billion toy this year.
G.I. Joe. Man, that is a toy. Man, we have, my older brothers, they have a lot of G.I. Joes.
My brother had a bunch.
Dude, and then, hey, the G.I. Joe was reinvented during your generation.
Yeah.
Because, I used to buy them for my nephews.
Was it back in the 90s, too?
That's what I'm saying. My nephews are your age, and I used to buy them. They were the big. See, my brothers had G.I. Joes that were like 6 inch tall.
Yeah.
And they had their little arms and legs would articulate. They would move and everything. Right. And then they started making the ones that I guess are about a foot tall. They're like 10 inches tall, maybe.
Yeah.
And those were the ones that I used to buy my nephews and stuff.
Well, see, now that the G.I. Joes they make now are like little bitty and have like fucking jets and shit. They're not the real G.I. Joes, They're not the actual badass ones. Back in the day where it was just the one G.I. Joe and everything was squishy on him, but he was all ripped and had no shirt and fucking scars all over him and everything,
Well, they weren't afraid.
Machine guns and hats. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
and like calibers and
hey, since G.I. Joe, we kind of on the subject of G.I. Joe for a minute. One of my dad's best friends when we were kids was named Tex Brazier.
Right.
Tex Brashear was a radio personality on KBRZ out on 523 right here in Brazoria County. Well, him and my dad were real good friends, and I looked Tex Brashear up maybe a year ago, okay, just to see kind of how he had been doing over the years and stuff.
Right.
And he was the voice of many different characters, but Cobra from G.I. Joe was the voice of Tex Brashear in many episodes. Way back episodes.
Right.
Yeah, he invented a thing called reverse breathing where he could talk for a really long time, and he's also called the man of 1,000 voices. But yeah, Tex Brashear. Little shout out to Tex Brashear. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, hope you're doing well. One of Pop's old friends. So, yeah, the PK Ripper and the BMX 210. The BMX 210 that my brothers both got for Christmas in 1978. My one brother broke his bike in half trying to jump it, I think, over our trailer house.
Did you ever remember the Whammo Corporation?
Whammo!
Back in 1958 when they first came out with the hula hoop? Did you know you could burn 3,000 calories by hula hooping?
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was big back in the day. And you know what? I bet you, I'm sure they still sell them now. But
yeah. And Frisbee, I play Frisbee quite often now.
Yeah, and hey,
reason.
speaking of Frisbee,
awesome.
The Frisbee that you guys were playing with, the one it's got the center cut out of it. What is it?
I don't know. I need to ask the guy, my buddy, my brother's best friend, what it's called. It's got a weird name on it. It's like a zoo or a tech. I don't know.
It's a zip.
It's gonna go up.
There we go.
But but no, the Frisbees.
Right.
Did you know that they've been bought?
I'm an exchange student from
They
London,
sold
India.
200 million the first week.
Right.
My
They
exchange
fucking
program
opened.
culminates at
They
the end of
sent them out.
school year.
They sold 200 million. Okay, because the Frisbees are fucking or 2 million. I'm sorry. They're badass.
Then there's Frisbee golf.
Yeah.
There's the dogs that catch the Frisbees.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you ever seen that? The dogs?
Fuck yeah, dude.
What
They're
about
badass.
Artemis? Is Artemis ain't after that Frisbee when y'all are throwing it? Or
No.
Squeaky? No?
No, not yet. They're kind of scared of me.
Hey, how about,
But man, they've been bought out more than your baseballs, footballs, and basketballs.
yeah, because anybody can pick up a Frisbee and chunk it, you know?
Frisbee's the most easiest thing to throw. You can't throw a Frisbee.
It's his thing to lose.
Weird.
But you're normal.
We're weird.
Because if you ain't weird, you ain't normal.
So, hey, skateboard. What skateboard did you ride when you were skating?
The last board that I was skating on
Yeah.
was an almost board, Rodney Mullen.
Oh, cool.
They had the fiber something. Like, man, I really need to grab my
Fiber
skateboard.
Majestic.
I don't know, they had some type
Incredible.
of shock pads in them, in the board.
Oh,
Incredulous.
When it was like a
Very
compression plate, so whenever you hit it wouldn't break. Your board
So it would flex.
Yeah.
It's like a flex board.
It kind of.
Kind of.
But you didn't really feel it. You didn't feel it flex.
Have you ever heard of of skateboards called Ellis Mate?
Nuh-uh.
Jason Ellis, a pro skater from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, badass skater. I think he does more of the kind of like what we do and stuff now. But yeah, Ellis Mate skateboards. You can go online, check them out. Badass product.
I've never seen them.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I like the. I used to skate Element all the time.
Element's good
I had
stuff, dude.
Hell yeah, I had a
They do
freaking.
make a good product.
I had an Element bamboo board. Oh shit, it was badass. It had a hip inside in the middle of it,
Cool.
but it just made a cool board all around.
Oh yeah. I always wanted a Christian Hosoi hammerhead.
Yeah,
That was expensive for it.
it was a badass
Or
board.
a Santa Cruz.
Oh, the Santa Cruz.
Oh man, they make
Back in the like 93, whenever they were real wide and shit.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yes, very cool. All right, we were just reminiscing about skateboards there for a minute. We're going to try to get a big-time shark fisherman on here for you guys. I say big-time. He's really doing a lot of, actually, he's working for the oil field for pipeline and stuff like that right now, yeah. He's taking care of he's taking care of a lot of their hog problems and a lot, I don't know. I haven't talked to him a whole lot because he's been kind of busy lately, but he's fixing to do a thing called Sharkathon, which is at Penn's Beach. That's the I don't think of it in a minute, but it's a big shark fishing tournament. It's thousands of people out there, and it's about 60 miles of beach. You know, and they all
Padre
go out
Island
there
National Shoreline.
see who catches the
Padre
biggest
Island
shark, the
National
biggest
Seashore.
bull red, and the biggest trout.
So, what was going on yesterday with Wolfgang and them?
With Wolfgang and Winston, I think they rolled out, man. They went back to Great Britain.
I don't know.
But what was going on with them is this. I think Wolfgang had a bottle of 50-year-old brandy that he was saving for a special occasion. His cousin got into it. He drank almost the whole thing before he came in here.
Yeah.
So I don't think, Wolfgang says he probably doesn't even remember being here. He was so lit.
Right.
But I'm sure that's why he went out there and got on the jet wheeler naked while it was raining.
Hell yeah.
He took his underwears off and was scrubbing it. He was wiping that thing down, giving it polishing it off.
Right.
And then they hit the lake.
Well, I know next Saturday,
Right?
Wolfgang shot me a text today, and he was like, "Hey man, what if I come down this weekend?" Winston said that he might fly in later that night.
Cool.
But Winston's got some shit that he's got to take care of. I don't know. He's got a polo game. But apparently he's a professional polo player, is what I hear.
Oh, great.
Is what he says. But I don't know. But he might be coming in. But Wolfgang for sure will be. He shot me a text and he was like, "Hey dude," he's like, "Me and you and Zonnie need to get together and go to the bar."
Hey,
This one down
you
the
know
road.
what we need to do?
He likes that one.
He likes that one, but what we need to introduce him, we need to upgrade him at least to like Lake Jackson standards, because you know there are some good-looking ladies out there. If you listen to Lake Jackson, hey, our Kicks. That's a good one. Might run into David Hasselhoff there.
Yeah, David Hasselhoff. I was watching
I am not kidding.
SpongeBob the movie last night,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, where he's got him in his text, you know, and he's like, it's fucking
SpongeBob.
Hey, take it easy back there, fellas.
Oh goodness, I just totally forgot about what the heck we were talking about. SpongeBob.
So, have you heard anything about Siberian guy?
Heard anything about Franz?
Yeah,
Is that his name?
I think.
Fritz? Franz? I can't really pronounce his name. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really, let's see, he called in. He asked me, actually I had an old jalopy car that I had for sale. And whenever I asked him what he was going to do with it, he said he wanted to make it into a barbecue pit.
A barbecue pit?
Yeah.
Huh.
That he could drive and cook.
Oh.
I don't know what's up with that.
I think we do have those. Nowadays we just have it on a smoker on a trailer.
Something, yeah.
But
he was talking about taking the back seat out.
what?
And yeah.
Oh shit, he's
talking
crazy.
About, pecan. He
He's
asked me about some
Siberian.
fresh pecan wood. Oh yeah, who knows?
I don't know. I'd like to hear from him.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, we'll see if we can get him on the line, or if we can track him down. He's supposed to be around down here somewhere, wandering around looking for some pecan wood.
I saw him earlier today. He built some weird shit. Dude, he had like this piece of rope that went down and covered like his
Like a loincloth?
Yeah, loincloth.
Yeah.